mean, first off, I also want to thank God, man.
That's your boys. And that's your boys. Right on. Right on, got your thumb. We are on the air. Yes, sir. Extra Boys Sports Podcast, broadcasting live. I don't know what happened to Joe Hooters. Yeah. Kind of disappeared on us. All right. Yes, sir. Hello. This is the Extra Boys. Welcome once again, broadcasting live from Kansas City. I am the KC Waltz. Over here on my left is Joe Hooters, and over here on my right is the original TI. And we make up the team of the Extra Boys Sports Podcast.
Yeah,
and we too,
tongue twister.
Yeah, and we were the ones who broke into Shadur's Sanders' mansion and stole over thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. So
was it mostly
look us up?
Is that what it was?
Look us up. It was a bunch of memorabilia. Yeah, and
it was a bunch of legendary memorabilia.
I see.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's been happening to.
That's his brand, legendary.
It was once again. He was at a game, and then these fuckers come in. It's like an organized. Is it the Chileans again?
Yeah, something's going on.
Something's going on.
The Chileans.
The Chileans. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So Thanksgiving is coming up. This is Saturday night, November 22nd.
Yes.
And so this week is Thanksgiving. Tia, tell me a little bit about your food preparations for Thanksgiving.
Nope.
All right.
I ain't prepping shit.
Next up is Joe. What's your favorite foods during Thanksgiving?
Well, back to TI for a second. I think he thought you meant who was prepping the food, but what is your favorite dish on Thanksgiving there, TI?
Suckling duck.
Macaroni hamburger.
So if you don't know, T.I. is the most pickiest person to eat since we were kids, and he hasn't grown up. So T.I., what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Well, I think my favorite Thanksgiving dish is probably steak. I make steak on Thanksgiving, buddy.
Steak? Who orders steak on Thanksgiving?
No, I don't order it on Thanksgiving. I make it on Thanksgiving.
I see. Interesting. Well, what about a side? What kind of side do you like there, T.I.?
Dude, I don't do sides.
So you just have steak? Plop. There you go. Happy Thankgiving. What are you thankful for?
It doesn't take much to.
No, I mean,
it's not take much to.
I don't like. Everyone's like, I might get like booed here, but I don't give a shit about Thanksgiving. I never cared about Thanksgiving. It's the worst holiday. I just don't care about it.
I kind of see
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Festive.
Yes.
Thank you for the festive time.
Get you all in the mood there,
Joseph.
I can see where T.I.'s coming from, but I wouldn't go that far. But like, no.
Fuck Thanksgiving, fuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing about Thanksgiving is those extra days off at work.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what? What I kind of like about Thanksgiving, I like a good brown sugar ham.
Ooh, that's suckling.
Yep.
I'm keep on saying suckling.
As far as sides, I mean, I just go with Old Faithful, the stuffing.
Oh, I love my mama's stuffing. My mom makes the greatest stuffing, man. She throws a little sausage in there, and she marinates it with all the what's that? The extra niblets that come with the turkey. Talking about the heart, the liver, the neck bone, and all the juices in there.
Got a lot going on in that stuffing. Huh?
Hell yeah, man! She knows what's up, and just like our boy, come on, man, hey, turn it down over there. Getting tired of hearing my own voice. Save the neck for me, Clark. I always like eating the neck. You know, get down to the bone, just a little bit of fatness to it. Man. So for me, Yeah. I can do some turkey, but the dark meat.
You like
Get
the dark
past
meat?
the fucking white bullshit. Get past the breast. I'm gonna go straight to the dark meat. That's where all the juices and all the fatness and all the flavor comes from. I don't want that dry ass breast.
You like the turkey leg, huh? Turkey leg?
I do love me some turkey legs.
Have you been to the Turkey Man, or what call it? What's that guy called down there in Quindaro? Have you heard about him?
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have
You never-
no idea what you're talking about.
You ever heard of the Turkey Man? He was like on
In Quindaro?
Yeah.
Turkey Man. Nope.
He was like on like
Surprised because you spent a lot of time in Quindaro that you wouldn't know who the Turkey Man is. Just saying.
There is Wilson's Pizzas that
I think it's pretty close to that. But no, he was like on all the big TV shows, man, like national TV shows. He was like the
fucking TV shows are you watching, dude? Like
what
which
travel
one?
channels are you
I
watching?
mean, I'm like CBS, ABC, and you know
He's got his own show on CBS and ABC, dude. That's pretty big.
He was on there because he was recognized. I think he was like number 15th restaurant in the world.
And you call him Turkey Man or Turkey Guy?
Let me
you
find
know
his actual name.
His actual name is Turkey Leg. It's weird.
Okay.
All right. That was a very fun segment there. Very fun Thanksgiving segment,
Well, happy
guys.
Thanksgiving to everybody. If you want to remark, what is that? The Turkey Man USA today up.
We should have had a turkey sound effect.
Our boy Kenny Dell fucking
Kendall
he
Chubbin.
said it's the Turkey Man USA today. Top 50 places to eat.
See,
The Turkey Man.
Ken knows what's going on.
Well,
Thank you, Ken.
Because he
Thank
looked
you,
that shit up
Ken.
while he was watching the podcast.
I've never heard of it. So where is he at?
He's in Quindaro. I just told you that. It's like 7th or.
You know how big
something.
Quindaro is?
Not that big.
It's a lot of streets though. Can you
No,
narrow it down to a specific
It's probably
section?
like 15 by 15.
You just can't go drive around Quindaro until you find it.
Where's Turkey Man? Excuse me, sir. Where's Turkey Man? Yeah, young lady. Where's
Hold
Turkey
on.
Man?
Is he on Google Maps? If he's on Google Maps, then maybe you're okay.
Say, baby. Yeah. Where's Turkey Man at?
Next to the never mind.
All
Oh,
right.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
You like that?
Almost sounded like a real turkey effect.
Yeah.
One of your best sound effects, actually.
1916 Quindaro Boulevard.
You know what?
Boom.
I'm gonna pay him a visit. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We're
He's
help-
going to tell you
we're
right
gonna help
away.
each other
No
out.
cameras, sir. No cameras. You're gonna have to
he's
call
already too
ahead and ask
popular.
him first.
Yeah, he's already too popular. Okay. All right. Are we ready to move on to what we're here to talk about?
Yeah.
The NBA, yes.
Okay.
I guess he's actually the turkey leg man. The turkey leg man.
Oh, I was right. I was joking. I said he's actually going to be called the Turkey Leg Man. We rewind the podcast here.
Yeah.
That is
You're-
hilarious.
You're right, Ti. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. The Kansas City Chiefs. I got some notes here. I have a lot to talk
Are those
about.
from 2 weeks ago?
No.
Fantastic.
This is recent. So
Very good.
Joe, can you remind the people out there our professional football game that we played?
The team that we played?
And just
The-
kind of a recap.
The Denver Broncos. Man, we only lost 22-19, right? That was the
field goal.
last
It just
goal.
came down to a field goal like
Yeah, field
last
goal.
year, but this time they made it.
Right. Well, before they got the ball back on that, possession, we went 3 and out. So we had an
That
opportunity.
didn't help.
We had an opportunity to drive down as well and get a score.
Okay,
but
so we'll pick up on that. So the offense, are we still vanilla or are we just predictable?
I think at this point we're pretty
Predictable. I think
Yeah.
predictable is the big one there. We're being out coached, I think. When we watch, here's what I get frustrated with, right? As great as our offense should be this year, I'm watching other games or even our games where I'm seeing quarterbacks make great plays, unfortunately. And I have to say that I haven't seen Patrick Mahomes make too many great plays this year. So we're missing the great plays from Patrick Mahomes. There was a couple of times Worthy on one of them, Tyquan Thornton on another, where they definitely had the guy burn. If he could have just hit him in stride, it would have been a touchdown, right? 50 yards plus, I think, on each one of them would have been a touchdown. You had Rashee Rice dropping a very crucial third down pass.
That was a big one.
That was on
Joe texted us,
characteristic.
and if you look at the last 2 games, I hate to agree because, man, we are so big on Rashee Rice. We were talking him up, right? We can't wait till he gets back. He comes back. He's explosive those first 2 games. Well, these last 2 games, he's kind of disappeared. He's not there to bail out Patrick Mahomes when he needs him. And damn, like we just seen, when he finally was, he didn't catch the damn ball. So,
yeah, I feel like Rashee Rice is a very solid receiver, but he's not the man. He's not going to be.
Yeah, Joe texted that night. He's like, he ain't it. For the last 2 games, he ain't it. I'm not throwing in the talent in on him yet, but if he doesn't start stepping up, then yeah, we can start having that conversation.
Are we asking too much from him?
I mean, we're supposed to have
No, he's the alpha.
Hollywood.
He's our alpha.
Yeah.
He's supposed to go out and fucking use them hands, catch the ball in those crucial moments. And that's what was frustrating. It could have been a race if he would have got available, and maybe he was, and I didn't see it. But if he would have made other big plays after that, we could have forgot about it. But he disappeared.
So Chris Jones had mentioned that supposedly, and then the Denver Broncos defense had mentioned that they watch our films and they studied it and they whatever. I don't think. I don't give them that much credit that they studied us that damn much. I think the problem is we are predictable. When you see Rashee Rice going into the backfield, doing all kinds of movements and shit, everybody knows that he's going to get the ball. Everybody knows that. They even said it. They even said it in like a post game, whatever. I think it was on Twitter or something. Where we're just predictable. When somebody goes in motion, like they get it. There's nothing fancy and tricky about it. There's no tricks to it anymore.
Well, the Buffalo DB also said that Worthy was tipping the plays. I don't know how true that was.
How do you do that as a wide receiver?
I mean,
I understand pitching maybe, but
I don't know if he like lined up a certain way when he knew the play was coming to him, or if it was a running play. He
almost like a poker face. He doesn't have a poker face, but he's predicting.
He might have. Maybe he has like a little nod.
Certain
how
stance.
Somebody has a thing that they do when they're going to shoot free throws, for example. They got their little ritual.
Yeah.
Maybe if he knows it's his play, maybe he has a little tell. Who knows? I don't know. Worth looking into.
Yeah, tipping. Yeah.
I guess that's what they call it. Tipping.
Hey, man, if a defensive back is saying that, then we need to fix that.
And I'll say this, speaking of Worthy, right? We know this year, like, who knows if this shoulder is 100% right now. And also I've heard that he's had a bit of an ankle issue. So I know he didn't practice yesterday. I believe he didn't practice.
I did not know that.
So what I would love to see, regardless of whether he's healthy and ready to go or not, let's get Tyquan Thornton in there. I would rather see in there right now Rashee Rice, Tyquan Thornton, and Hollywood Brown. The reason, because when you have they bring in Worthy to go for the deep plays down the field. Let Tyquan Thornton be that guy. Let's give him the opportunities over the next couple of games. Let him develop, and then let's let Worthy get 100%. Then he can come back and help us out.
Okay. Well, before you got here, me and Casey Waltz was talking about Thornton and how this past game he got some opportunities and he made some big plays.
Yes,
but before then it didn't seem like he was even on the field. Right?
He's not getting the opportunity.
So ever since Rashee Rice came off of his suspension, then Tyquan Thornton was like non-existent. They just sat him down instead of working with him and making some plays for him. I agree with you, T.I., but I think I have a different the 3 wide receivers than from you. So I want to see Rashee Rice and Worthy out there, but Tyquan Thornton as being the 3rd. I want him to be actually the 1st, because if these other 2, Worthy and Rice, aren't ready for number 1, let's just fucking give it to Tyquan Thornton. You know why? Because he's been stepping up all year long when he had the opportunities. But then we sat his ass down. I want to see those 3 out there more than any other 3.
So what we're saying, though, what we at least agree on is that we want to see more Tyquan Thornton.
More Tyquan Thornton, please.
I think for sure something needs to happen, right? Like the wide receivers as it stands right now are not getting it done. So I got to hang a lot of it on the coaches right now too, right? It really makes me miss Eric Bieniemy. I don't know if there was something to him being here, but it feels like we had more pizzazz, more like just energy out there when he was on the team, man. I think we needed that guy barking at our players. He absolutely held everybody accountable.
Yes.
People said they didn't like him really, but because he was always in somebody's ass.
Right.
So,
And he set your ass down.
And Nagy seems like one of those guys that's probably careful with how the way he talks to the players. I bet you he probably, and who knows if he is, right? But I would be willing to bet that he's careful with the way he talks to him, whereas the enemy was like, just get straight in their ass.
Come on.
If I could tell him how it is. And even be wrong sometimes, right? Who cares? But the main thing was he'd fire the players up. Whether they got motivated or pissed off, either one, I think both work. So
I'm going to give you to piggyback on that with Nagy and the coaching. I agree. I think they got out coached big time. It looked embarrassing, but I want to bring out two words and let me know what you think. Give me one word to describe what I'm going to give you. Jawan Taylor.
Ooh,
scared.
we have to do one word.
Just one word.
As quick as you can.
Oh man, I wanted to say
Terrible. You're terrible.
Yeah,
Oh, my God,
I want to say like
terrible.
man, he's so unpredictable.
Okay, unpredictable, and you said scary. Okay,
Scared.
now we could talk about
Not scary.
what
Okay.
is going on.
Ken Chapman says overpaid, which is a very good one too. I like that one.
What is wrong with the dude? What is wrong with the offensive line coach? What is wrong with Nagy? What is wrong with Andy Reid to tell him, what the fuck are you doing? How in the fuck have you been in this league for so many years and they have you crossed, pinpointed as this is the guy who does this all the time? How do you still line up like that? That was a crucial play when he fucking did that. We had what? First and goal at the 2-yard line, but then no, because of his stupid ass lining up and he can't fucking figure it out, we had to go back another 10 yards and made it what, second and fucking 20 or whatever, third and whatever. And once again, the offense sputtered because after that, but we had it going and he always seems to just deflate. He's that guy. He's that uncle that shows up to the fucking party and drinks too much and just kind of ruins everything. He's Bob from La Bamba.
Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. You're very passionate about that, I agree with this point of why does he keep on doing the same penalty?
I don't.
It is frustrating. It is frustrating, but he has been pinpointed because I watch other football games and
crosshairs. That's what I was.
They're doing. Yeah, and they do the same thing. Other tackles do the same thing, but for whatever reason, he's been called out, and now everybody's watching every little move he does. But because we're the Chiefs and we've won so much.
I don't give a fuck if everybody else does it. Stop doing it.
Right.
You're lining off wrong. You're a professional that got paid a lot. Stop doing it. Stop. And I don't understand why the coaches aren't just saying, you know what? Fuck it. Even Patrick Mahomes is done. Travis Kelce's mentioned it on his podcast politely that he's done with that shit. Just stop fucking doing it.
So would you want to take him out and put was it Woods? Who's the other tackle that fills in the one we just signed? Who's that guy?
Moore, right? Moore?
Is it Jalen Moore?
Jalen Moore, right?
Yes. So would you rather just take Taylor out and put Moore over there on the right side?
Yes.
I don't know. Not necessarily. I mean,
why not?
Well, because here's the thing. I just want our coaches to do a better job of working with Jawan Taylor to not get offsides, because the games where when he doesn't get penalties against him, he does a great job, in my opinion, of protecting Patrick Mahomes. The penalties obviously are killing us, but he's got a lot of obviously potential there. He's strong, but that's something that, yes, how long can we afford to keep him out there and keep costing us, right? That's really the question. I would rather let's see what happens, because he had, a couple of games where they didn't call his name when that was a good thing, but I'd say let's give him one more game.
So
I know we found it. It was late, but it would have been much better. Like
I forgot it was even
a minute. That's what I was looking for, and I missed it the first two times I went through it.
That's so like the game against the Lions, we had 0 penalties, and that's why we whooped up on the Lions that game.
That Lions game was the best game I've seen all year long.
For sure.
And another
Very
fun fact
complete.
this year, too, is that when the Chiefs start out the game and they score on the opening drive, and then they also score on the opening drive of the after halftime, I believe they've won every game this year. Okay. On the flip side of it, with the exception of one game, I believe this year. Our other 4 losses, we came out, we didn't score on the opening drive, and we did not score on our opening drive at the second half. So that's been one of the markers for whether we win or lose this year. So be interesting to see what happens this Sunday when we play the Colts. If we don't, so I'm going to feel good as we come out and we score on our opening drive. That's going to be a good sign for us.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm done talking about Jawan Taylor. I don't ever want to talk about him ever again.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the way we want it, right? Because when we don't hear his name, he's doing his fucking job. And that's the way it is. Because linemen, they don't get the glory. But man, you hear the name when they're fucking up. And we don't want to hear your name, Jawan Taylor. We just don't want to hear it until the end of the year.
Our wide receivers aren't getting open.
Yeah, they're not getting that separation, bro.
How do we have some of the fastest wide receivers that still just cannot get open? Because that's what I'm saying. Are we that predictable?
I mean, we got older coaches though too. Is that kind of catching up to us? Let's be honest. If we got older coaches, and if you look at a lot of other teams, we got probably, and I really don't know this, but I feel like it might be true. We probably got one of the older staffs when you look around the NFL, right? Okay. Across the organization,
old age wise, or
experience,
or we just been here for a long
I
time.
think old age wise, because you take somebody like Andy Reid that's been in the league longer than almost everybody else that's in the league currently, I believe, right? And so of course he's going to work with those guys that kind of came up with, and he knew back in the, the ranks, whatever. So we don't got, and I don't like some of these guys I'm going to mention, but like the Dolphins head coach, they got like some young, minds. And so sometimes I feel like they don't got as good a team as us, but man, they got better offensive schemes than us.
So you feel like, okay, because I kind of want to go down that road of like our coaches have been here for a long time. Obviously, Andy Reid's not going nowhere. Spags ain't going nowhere.
Nagy can hey buddy, thank you for your help.
Even if it's not Nagy's fault, let's just say that he has. It's not his problem.
We need a mood change, man.
Yes, we need something different, right? We just need a new spark, a new voice. And that goes a long way sometimes, just having someone else tell you something. And
so what are you suggesting?
I think we should get rid of Nagy. I'd be okay with that for sure.
The only way we're going to get rid of him is that when he accepts another.
But you got to look at his. Position. But you got to look at his track record in the NFL. Like he hasn't had a great track record as far as an offensive coach before he came to the Chiefs. He got to, in my opinion, when he came to the Chiefs, man, he came into a great fucking situation, but. And I can't really blame him for it all, but what's happened since he's been here, we've seen a gradual decline. Now we could say that, okay, that's in part because Kelsey's getting older. Sure. Maybe Patrick has lost a little bit of that magic. I mean, he definitely has this year. So how much can we blame on the players versus the coaches? I think everybody has some blame, right? But who's expendable? And it's Nagy.
Right. He's the most easiest change that we can
scapegoat.
Make. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but he's a scapegoat right now on offense.
So okay. So say we kind of stay on the same course here. We don't make the playoffs. Does he get fired in the offseason?
Who?
Nagy.
No, not because we missed one time. Because he has too much since he's been here to be able to look, they've won the division every year. I would be with you on doing it, but will the organization do it?
I think if we miss, like you said, scapegoat, if we miss the playoffs, that will be
you could be right.
He will be gone. Mark my
and I wouldn't be upset, and I would not be upset, and I don't think you wouldn't see any Chiefs fans upset. Sorry, Nagy, dude. No, you're probably a good guy, but
is it his fault that Travis Kelce couldn't catch a regular ball and go 100% at the goal line?
Right.
Was it his fault that Rice dropped the ball and when he shouldn't?
You are right.
The plays are there. The plays are there.
But somebody has to be blamed. And like Tony said, they're not going to fire Travis Kelce.
So one thing that I noticed, and I don't know if they have the same type of relationship, but if you go back and watch some old clips, and I did this a couple weeks ago when we had Bieniemy, I seen a lot of interaction between Bieniemy and Patrick Mahomes, where I would see them sitting there talking about the plays. So when I saw that, I started watching. I paid a lot of attention in this last game, and it probably happened, but I never seen in the game one time where he went up there and him and Nagy are having a conversation. So I feel like with Bieniemy, for whatever reason, I do feel like he probably had a stronger connection to talking about the plays in between, right? Because other than you see Andy Reid come and sit next to Patrick at the bench from time to time,
I have not really noticed a close relationship between him and that offensive coordinator.
So when Eric Bieniemy was with us, first of all, he never called the plays. It was always Andy Reid. Nobody's going to fool
But
me.
Nagy doesn't catch him either. Doesn't call him either.
Right. But I think Nagy's more
But
involved.
so here's the way it works. I will tell you,
okay.
guys, I looked this up today. Here's the way it works. So Reed looks at his play sheet and he calls. So he'll look at maybe a formation, and this maybe has 4 or 5 plays or 6 or whatever. He gives that information to Nagy. Nagy then goes and chooses from those 4 or 5 plays or whatever, and then he relays that and he tries to get that in to Patrick Mahomes by the 20-second mark, right, of the clock. That's like what they try to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that maybe they had the same cadence with Bieniemy when he was here, where yes, Reed is the guy calling basically, hey, I want you to choose between these plays. They go out there, they choose between those plays and execute. What I'm saying is back when Bieniemy was here, I feel like there was more collaboration during the game between him and the offensive coordinator versus what I see between him and Nagy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I was trying to get to my point was, correct me if I'm wrong, but Nagy's up in the suite, right? He's not on the sideline.
Yes.
And
So that's
Bieniemy was.
And
on the
Bieniemy
sideline.
was.
I mean,
So
yeah, I think
Bieniemy was there.
A player's
with the people
player.
and yelled at people, and he sat down with Patrick Mahomes, and he sat in and had conversations with Patrick Mahomes, and he would say he wants to do the wasp. He wants to do the wasp, because he got the feedback from Patrick Mahomes. Nagy is up in the suites, so they don't have that conversations, that relationship on the sideline. I think he needs to come out of the seats and go down on the side.
Get your ass out of the seat.
I would say
I like
like anything, change something, right? You got to change something. But back to your point, Walt, the plays are there,
Yeah.
but our players aren't making them.
No.
And you want to say like, okay, Patrick Mahomes lost a little bit of magic, but he can't throw and catch it, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like back to our wide receivers, that they're not making plays.
But we'll go back what we talked about as soon as we came on air. Is it vanilla or is it predictable? And I think that's Nagy's fault then, because there's nothing fancy. I haven't seen any kind of magic all year long, other than against the Lions. This whole entire season, it's been. This is the first time in a long time I'm watching the offense and I'm like cringing.
Dude, it's like when we played the Lions, we thought we had fucking arrived again, right?
Yeah.
It was like, we're back, baby. We
we're
were
back.
riding so high, like talking about how much the offense was back and our defense was playing pretty solid in those 2 games. And man, it felt good for those 2 games.
Okay, so Pacheco's out for the for this next game.
Still, is there a time frame that he might be coming back?
He'll come back after that.
I don't
think they wanted to do
mind
one
that.
more game.
I don't mind that, man. I tell you what, Kareem Hunt has been impressing me. Can he continue this if they keep using him a lot throughout the rest of the season? I don't know. Probably not. But I'll tell you what, right now, and I think for this next game, fucking just try to lean. Let's see what our run game could do for us, because no one's intimidated by our run game because we don't use it enough. And I think if we try to establish the run game, and if he could continue to get 4 or 5 yards of carry, man, we could really turn that into something with Kareem Hunt.
I think more important than our run game this week is, can we stop the Colts run game? Because Jonathan Taylor, beast, man.
Hey, Jonathan Taylor actually might get MVP this year.
He's definitely going to get some looks.
He's in the running for MVP, and typically, obviously, running backs don't get it, but he is definitely in the running for MVP, because who is there besides him for MVP? Drake May, I've heard his name thrown out there.
Like no.
Josh Allen, maybe, but I don't think he's going to get it this year. Matthew Stafford.
He's been
putting another
numbers,
name.
dude. Yeah, Matthew Stafford's been putting some numbers.
We'll go back to the Chiefs, but
it's not going to be Jonathan Taylor because they don't ever choose a running back. Last year
they have
been,
before, I think.
Last year should have been
not in the last.
Last year should have been Saquon Barkley, because
should have. Yes.
If it wasn't for Saquon Barkley the entire season,
Oh,
then
he
the
was
Eagles
killed
definitely
it,
wouldn't
yeah.
have made the Super Bowl and won. It was him. They should have. It should be based on what player made an impact and got you through the entire season because of that one player. That's what it's called, the most valuable player. Not because, you got Josh Allen, he likes to run, and then he's got a lot of other weapons. No. What made that one significant? And that was a great trade. But this year he's been struggling, but that's a whole other.
So to Joe's point, the last time was in 2012. So if you guys would take a wild guess, who do you think was the last running back to win the league MVP?
Adrian Peterson.
I was going to say.
Who do you
Adrian
think?
Peterson.
Okay, you're both right. Adrian Peterson, 2012.
Yeah.
He had Randy Moss on that team though, too, right? Did they play on the same team together?
I feel like no.
No.
I feel like no.
Okay,
No.
maybe they didn't.
No, I think
No, they did it.
right
They
around
did it. That would have been too scary. That would have been too fucking sick.
I think around that time, that's when he was with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Well, I really want to know, why does Ken Chapman have a little crown on the number one every time that he makes a comment?
I hope. That,
because
I hope that
he's
gives us money.
he's one of our special viewers.
Number one. I'm a number one fan.
He's one of our paid viewers. He pays like I think $2.99 a month.
Okay, but he had
for our late night content.
Yeah, he had a pretty good stat up there. He said the Chiefs are 6-0 going back to 2024 when Hunt carries the ball 15 times plus.
Yes, I heard that stat, and I think
give him the ball.
I think we're fucking up because we're only give him the ball like maybe 10 times. Each game. If we give him, because he's actually been looking really good, very youthful. He's running over people. He's actually breaking tackles and running for, they're not long distances. No, is he a number one running back out there or number?
Is he going to break it loose like Devon A-Chan, like A-Chan, right?
A-Chan?
No, he's not. Is he going to do like Travion Henderson did this past week? No, but
we just got him off of the fucking couch, a couple of years ago, so he's looking really good. But like you said, I heard that stat. I was going to mention that when he gets the ball 15 times or more, then what? We win the game, right?
Yep, 6-0 since.
Here's what I've noticed with our run game. We come out there, and this is especially in this last game. We come out there, we were running the ball, and it's looking pretty good. But then we come out and we run the ball maybe on first down or second down, and they stop us right there. We get no yards. And then it seems like to me, they're like, oh, shit. They stopped us right there. And then all of a sudden we abandoned the run because of one or two plays where they got us for no gain. Well, if you look at all the greatest running backs that are currently in the NFL, they get several of those plays where they get tackled for no fucking gain, by the way. And I feel like we flinch when that happens and we abandon the run game.
Well, I think at all costs, Andy wants to throw the ball. So like he might be like, okay, let's run a little bit. Let's run. And then it's just like, nope, I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it.
So,
but we're giving the cornerbacks the advantage.
Okay, so let's switch over to the defense. That front four, I get what you're saying, like, but our defense has been pretty good despite we can't get no pressure on.
Well, that's what frustrated me. Did you guys watch
this last game? Though we're talking about this last game of what happened. We had no pressure, and Bo Nix out there looked like a fucking great MVP professional. Oh, man, he was just nailing it. And our corners in our secondary, they were running all over the place. Like, come on.
It's funny how their wide receivers caught the ball, right, and made plays on the ball.
Yeah, that's what kind of I'm talking about. Like,
he looked good.
We've seen guys make big plays in that game when they needed to make big plays.
Bo Nix looked like a fucking great Tom Brady because he had time. We get no pressure from our front four, so we always have to throw blitzes. And then when we throw blitzes, that's when Karlaftis is like, yeah, and then Chris Jones is like, yeah, because they got the little sacks. But man, we're exposing our secondary because we have no help in the front four. Can you name me other than the Chris Jones and Karlaftis who the other two are?
Purnell.
Yeah, Mike Purnell.
Is that a question? What about you, Tia? Who's the other?
Who is the other people up there?
See, if you
it was
Norman Lott, but Norman Lott got hurt.
Yeah,
Omar,
Stop saying it was. We're not talking about it was. You know who also was? Dan Saliamua.
Karlaftis.
It was Dan Saliamua.
Okay, so enlighten us there, Casey Waltz.
I don't fucking know.
Well, I named a couple of them, but yeah, I mean, you're just not hearing. You're not hearing their names. And you know what? Here's what was frustrating. Like, so watching our front four, and then I don't know if you guys caught the Texans game, but against the Bills, holy shit! Like
8 sacks, right?
7 sacks actually, but. Aside from those 7 sacks, they were constantly harassing him all fucking night. And then a lot of times they were doing it with just rushing 4, man. Those guys, they had like what I seen on their defensive line that I feel is missing is just a fucking attitude, man. I just seen something in their fucking attitude, man. There was something youthful, and that's probably more to do with it. Their line looked a lot more youthful. They're probably younger than the line that we have, which kind of brings us to the question, is Chris Jones? I mean, I think it's time to start having that conversation as far as how much we're paying Chris Jones. is it time to move on from Chris Jones?
He
and
looks
spend that
old,
money
tired,
somewhere
and
else?
out of shape. We can't move on from him. We just re-signed him.
How many years did we sign him for? Just like
3?
A couple, 3.
Yeah,
Three.
I think
Yeah.
maybe.
It might be.
We can't rely on Chris Jones anymore. He is the past.
I guess he needs another guy that's like,
Yes.
yeah, that's that fucking dog on the other side, right?
Yeah. And I think Chris Jones would really do a lot better if he did have that guy. I think his game would improve.
Did Mike
His
Purnell
numbers
play
would
this
improve.
last game?
But Mike Purnell's not that guy. I mean, he's just a jag.
Maybe he
Yeah.
gives Chris Jones that extra little,
Chris Jones just wanted his boy
like-
back, and then
because
he
it's his
did
boy.
nothing.
Maybe, because you would think he
He
would have
did
that.
nothing. Then Chris Jones didn't do nothing.
Well, he had hold on.
We thought they
With
were
all
gonna give him
fairness,
motivation.
he had that one play at the
He had
beginning
one
of the
sack,
game.
right?
Yeah, he had that one sack, and then the announcers, of course, wanted to make a big deal about it. Unfortunately, he didn't have any more moments like that afterwards. So
I don't remember. Let me give you a stat. So on third downs this season, the defense have been given up 70% of the time. We have been giving up first downs. So on their third downs,
Okay.
they have been converting first downs on our defense over 70% of the
Ooh.
time.
Mm.
It has never happened under Spags that high of a percentage. It's always been about 50 or 60%. 70% is pretty good, not for us. And that's a very disturbing stat.
Yeah. So what we're saying, maybe is our defense being on the field too much? Is that kind of like dragging them down there a little bit at the end of the games?
well, our offense is because we don't run the ball that much, right?
Mhm.
We fucking get out there, and if we're not getting a couple first downs, we're literally out there for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then the defense is trotting right back out on the field. The team we're playing, they're running the ball. So I feel like we're losing the possession, the possession
time-
war
time
every
possession.
fucking game.
So
Every game we are.
So this is what's going on. So we hold them in first down, right? And then on second down, we stop them. They only need like 4 yards, right? So once the third down comes around, that's guessing who the ball gets in the hands on their quarterback. Okay. He needs to make the play. And guess who needs to stop the play? Our front 4. And they're not doing it. So every single time there's a third down, you think they're going to give it to a running back?
That's
No.
that's a good way to look at
They
it. Walt.
give it to the quarterback, and 70% of the time they're going to convert on the third down.
So that's a pretty telling stat.
Didn't they
and,
convert at
concerning.
third and 15?
3rd and 15 or 17.
Yeah, that's
Third and 17, something like that.
That hurt.
What
That
the
hurt.
fuck was that?
Didn't Bo Nix look like Joe Montana?
Man, so okay, so what are you saying here? So obviously our pass rush is horrible, right? There's nothing we can do about it right now. I mean,
No, we can't. Or can we? I don't know. Do we have somebody else behind them? Like, I don't know, a couple of guys now? Practice squad, somebody?
I feel like if there was
Performance enhancers.
yeah, there we go. I feel like if there's anyone we could get, we'd already have done it. But isn't it like almost like every year we have that one glaring hole, right? It seems like one time, was our left tackle. We couldn't get, a good left tackle.
Right.
And now it's the defensive line. Like we can get no pressure.
Yeah. There's always a hole, and I get it. Every team goes through this.
Yeah.
But it just I don't know, man. It's frustrating that
It's frustrating, but it's also we're spoiled because I mean we've won like our division like 9 years in a row. We've been to 5 Super Bowls, and now we're just expecting that we should just go out there and be everyone's house all the time.
So think of this, right? If you would have thought about this at the beginning of the season, that 10 weeks in, right, or 11 weeks into the NFL season, the Chiefs were sitting at 5-5. And the current playoff pitcher is we're not in the pitcher. And you got the Houston Texans, and you would say like, hey, the Houston Texans will be in front of them. The Jacksonville Jaguars will be in front of them. The Chargers will have a better record. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be better. The New England Patriots. Those are all teams that I obviously did not expect, right?
Well,
and the Broncos to not have a better record.
If you'd have told me that,
And that's just the AFC.
if you'd have told me that beginning of the year, I would say that Mahomes got hurt for extended.
I would have said
period
you're
of time.
fucking stupid.
I could see Casey Waltz saying that.
Yeah.
their
So
guy.
okay, 5-5. All right, we're going to play against Indianapolis Colts. They're coming into town in our backyard. We do very well at home. We are not doing very well away.
Yeah, so we're 4-1 at home and 1-4 on the road. Is that?
That's the stat.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this a must win?
Yeah,
it is actually, because when you look at all the teams that we need to probably beat in a tiebreaker, if it comes down to it, we've lost to this year, right?
We have no tiebreakers.
So here's what I find scary: Jacksonville. I don't feel like they're going to hang on to that last playoff spot, right?
No.
So I'm not confident that they hang on to it, right? So here's the current wild card picture. So it's Pittsburgh, it's the Chargers, it's Buffalo, it's Jacksonville Jaguars. The team that worries me, because we look at all the teams behind Kansas City right now in the AFC, and I ain't worried about any of them. Baltimore, Miami, I ain't worried about them, right? We got the same record as Baltimore, by the way, but I'm not worried about them. Who I am worried about is the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans, because if CJ Stroud can get it going.
Hold on.
Are you saying Houston?
The Houston Texans.
It's Houston.
Oh, my apologies.
Well, anyway, it doesn't start with a Y.
To all the Houston fans.
To all the Houston fans?
Houston.
Did you say Utes?
No. I actually everyone pronounces it Houston, but okay.
But CJ Stroud ain't shit, man. They've won their last 2 games with Davis Mills.
Right.
Oh, well, there you go, Davis Mills. See, I don't even like that's how their offense, by the way, still kind of sucks, but their defense is so amazing that
defense is legit.
They keep them in the games, and they're actually on a pretty good streak right now.
They could be the next Baltimore Ravens with Joe Flacco. Remember
so,
how
hold on now.
that offense
Now
was?
the Texans, by the way, have won 3 in a row, and they just beat the Bills, and they looked electrifying on defense.
Well, the Bills, Josh Allen can never win at that stadium. It was already proven. He was undefeated.
and already proven?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
Thursday
saying.
Night Football, he was undefeated. But playing it at the Texans, he's only won once.
Yeah. So, but here's what I ultimately think. I think that Houston's definitely going to make it into the playoffs. The 2 teams that I see that we might be able to inch out for that last spot is going to be either the Chargers or the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers ain't making it, man. Dude.
Well, right now they're currently in the picture, but like I
know
say,
they are. But
that's what I'm
dying,
saying. I think they're going to fall out. Those are the 2 teams that I think one of those will fall out. We'll grab a spot. Jacksonville will probably fall out of it, but Houston's going to grab one of those spots.
I think Houston.
Houston's going to get a spot. Mark my words.
I feel like the Ravens with the Lamar Jackson back are looking pretty good.
Yeah, we can't discount the Ravens right now. That's true, but fuck the Ravens anyways.
Okay, so every year, don't worry about the Ravens in the playoffs. Don't worry about them.
That's true.
So if you want him as far as a fantasy football, great. But
he's doing great this year in fantasy.
No, he's been injured, supposedly. So okay, so shit, lost my train of thought.
No, imagine that. So don't. So playoff teams, come on, man. What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, no, so here we go.
Okay,
so
here we go.
As much as we hate, we need help. We need to go for the underdogs, for the Las Vegas.
You okay? Hold on.
I go.
This guy the Heimlich on live TV.
We need to go for the Las Vegas.
He's choking on his own spit.
Disgusting, bro.
Let me try to say this. We need to go for the Las Vegas football team.
Oh, that's what he's all choked up.
Okay. I was like, what's he doing over here?
Well, Mike Gomez, we need you, buddy. Come on, middleman. Make it happen.
And other teams.
Is Mike
to
watching?
Be spoilers.
I don't know, maybe.
And we need to be watching these football games throughout the entire rest of the season. We need help. We need to go for the teams that are already out. Everybody knows they're mathematically out. And to be spoilers to help us out, I think we're going to go ahead and get through the playoffs. And I'm telling you right now, go to Hollywood and a Hollywood casino and put your bet in right now that the Chiefs at these odds will win the Super Bowl this year.
Okay, that's
put $10 down on it.
Okay, yeah,
I might do that. Rollers,
big spender.
Yeah, I might do that tonight. Who knows? Who knows?
All right.
Oh,
that's my last on the Chiefs. Anybody else?
The Chiefs.
Oh, so we got this game coming up against the Colts, right? We haven't talked about that too much.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we did a little bit, but so right now, what do you think are the keys to stopping, to beating the Colts right now? Like, what are the things that we're gonna have to do to actually beat the Colts this Sunday?
There's only one thing we have to do. is stop Jonathan Taylor. If we can contain Jonathan Taylor, we will win easily.
What's up with Danny Dimes?
Oh man, fuck.
Hold on. So we know
he is playing better, but still?
How many yards did they rush for us against? How many yards did they run against us on against the Broncos? How many yards did the Broncos? Because I don't feel like they did much in the running game.
No, like we've been a pretty good run defense all year. I think
we have. I'll give them that credit. We have.
But I guess my point is Daniel Jones' passing game is better than the Broncos, and we just lost to the Broncos' passing game. We didn't lose to the run game. We lost to their passing game, and we're about to play arguably the most well-rounded team in the NFL. Arguably, they're not the most. In my opinion, it's between them and the Rams.
They keep on mentioning that they're the number one offense. Is that true?
They might be.
They kept them all week long. They're the number one offense.
I think so. I know last like 2 weeks ago they definitely were. I don't know if that's still the case, but yeah, they're probably are.
Because like Jonathan Taylor just tearing it up, man.
And Daniel Jones is
Danny Dimes,
not too shabby.
Joe loves him some Danny Dimes.
You know how I know that? Because I got Daniel Jones on a couple of my fantasy football teams.
He's been better for sure, but he still ain't shit.
Okay, so then I agree with you, Joe. We're just going to go ahead and shut down like we usually do the running game. I think we only had like one 100-yard rusher on us this year. We just get tossed around as far as the passing game. So
third downs, huh?
Yeah, third down, 70%. We need to clean that up a little bit. And so I think if we stop Jonathan Taylor at 60, 70 yards, I'll be happy with that. 80 yards, sure. Just as long as he doesn't reach 100 yards, they'll win. If he reaches 100 yards, they will win the game. So I think Danny Dimes, we got his number, and I think he's going to show up as Daniel Jones from the Giants.
He was originally questionable to play.
I did see he was on the.
I heard that. I saw.
Yeah, he's been cleared
in practice,
but hopefully it's something where he's not going to be as mobile. But
who's their backup?
Is it? Don't know. No idea. Probably like Gardner Minshew or something.
We have him.
Oh, do we? That's why that name popped into my head. Probably.
Oh man, T.I., you're great, buddy. You're great for a laugh.
Okay. I mean, how many times has Gardner Minshew played for us this year? Like, really? It's like, oh, can't wait for Gardner to come in.
Yeah.
Speaking of backup quarterbacks,
shit about him?
Who cares?
Because you're wrong. You're leaving the guy alone.
Speaking of backup quarterbacks, are we done with the Chiefs yet? Or
I think so.
Okay, so speaking of backup quarterbacks, Shedeur Sanders got his first official NFL start this past Sunday. He came in and the crowd went bonkers, right? They went a little crazy when he came in. You could tell that's the guy they want to see play. What I found was funny. So the first play they draw up for him is a pass play. He comes out, he throws a 4-yard pass play, and immediately the guy gets tackled. Fine. But the crowd erupts like he threw a touchdown, right? And it was just a 4-yard pass play. Now he comes out there. He doesn't have the best game. Right? But I'll say this. I hope that he gets another opportunity this week. Gabriel, whatever his name is, Dylan Gabriel, I think it is. He had got a concussion, so that's why he got taken out of the last game. So he may miss this next game for the concussion protocol. So we may see a full game of Shedeur Sanders. The good thing for him is he had a full week of being able to practice with the starters so they could hear his cadence. You got to think about this. He went in and played they haven't had a snap with him the entire season. The starting squad hasn't. So they were playing with him for the first time. So I'm excited to see what happens with him there. Casey Waltz, what's your take on the whole Shedeur Sanders situation? Shedeur.
It's that. Shedeur. Am I the only one that thinks that name is so stupid? Shedeur.
I feel like T.I. he emphasizes the D.
It sounds like this next generation that made up their own language again and like, oh yeah, they were saying they're super cool. Yeah, Shedeur. I don't know. It must be something biblical that I don't know about.
Maybe so.
That's a stupid name. Shedeur.
Okay. So this guy comes from someone named Waltz.
Right.
But I didn't name myself. Exactly. I didn't name myself.
Neither did Shedeur.
That's a long dumbass story too. Okay.
For another podcast.
I hope the best for him. I hope he goes out there and plays well, whatever. I mean, I don't think he will.
No, you know what, man? I feel bad for the dude because
he got a raw deal.
Ever since, so we all watched the same draft, and he got passed over and over again. And I think it's because of the hate of his dad. I think there's some haters out there that does not like the Sanders name. And then when they went to Colorado, they already put his fucking jersey up for retirement, and I don't know what else they did to for Shadur and the other wide receiver that was there, and I don't know what the fuck Colorado was doing.
So his dad fucked up basically when he came around and he started talking to some big people in the NFL, basically more or less signaling to them that we will be calling the shots.
Yeah.
And that was the energy that was conveyed from the Sanders camp to the rest of the NFL. And I think the NFL kind of said, you know what? Fuck that energy. And they walked away from it.
Because he's not that good. He's
but
not
here,
that good
at the end of the day, though, the NFL is a business and it's entertainment. And if you're in Cleveland and they ain't got any great fucking quarterbacks there, by the way, you give the fans, whether it's a good product or not, you give the fans what they want. And right now, they want Shadur Sanders.
Cleveland is a terrible organization from the top down. It's a terrible organization.
You know, they was pretty good when they had Schottenheimer. I remember they had a good reputation.
That
back
was the
then.
old,
yeah, the old guard. That was the old guard. Yes,
that's not even this.
You're right. You're right.
So
real quick. So the name Shadur has biblical origins, deriving from Hebrew, and it's understood to mean field of light, light of the Almighty. As a matter of fact,
well, he
like
the football field of light.
In
the book of Numbers.
Like doesn't he? That's kind of his attitude, right?
It almost is like he was anointed by God. And hey, you know what? If that helps him to propel him and do well in life, hey, more power to you, man. But I think you might be right.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Shadur anymore.
Well, that was the Shadur Sanders segment.
We
got to give the fans what they want. We had a few people in the comments 2 weeks ago said, talk about Shadur. Okay. Now they're getting Shadur.
I think he was given a raw deal. I think finally he's going to get his opportunity. He's been practicing with the ones all week long, so now he's going to get his opportunity. I wish him well. I really do, because I think
doesn't sound like
I think it was I hate his name, but I think it was the limelight. I think his dad pushed him into it. I don't think he wanted it. He should have just separated from his father and just did his own thing. But I wish him well. But that organization he is there to fail because of that organization. I think he's going to be with them for about 2 or 3 years. They're going to drop him. Somebody else is going to pick him up. Hopefully he'll do well at another organization.
Be like another Sam Darnold or
it was almost like they were forced to adopt a kid that they didn't want.
you know
that's the way they treat them, dude. That's the way the head coach treats them.
Didn't they picked up 2 quarterbacks in one draft, right?
Yeah. They picked up the Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round, and then they came around to the 5th. And I heard the only reason they did take him was because the owner. Well, because the owner stepped in and said, "Grab him." The owner wanted it, and from what I heard is Kevin. And who knows if this is true, but I heard that Kevin Stefanski did. He wasn't happy with it, whatever, but it wasn't his decision. Now, one thing, and this is true, Kevin Stefanski, maybe he did this past week, has avoided for whatever reason, not even saying Shadur Sanders' name. He won't even say his fucking name.
He doesn't like the name Shadur.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be right. But what a piece of shit for that.
Shadur.
That's all I'm going to say. I think he'll be gone after this year, by the way.
Shadur.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
you know what he reminds me of? I think he's going to be just well enough like, what's his name from Arizona Cardinals? Drawing a blank.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. I think he's going to be like
that. He could be
Kyler Murray is much better than Shadur.
Have you given him a chance yet?
Well, he hasn't had a chance.
Well, maybe like the current Kyler Murray. Like you thinking more of the Kyler Murray that came out and like razzled and dazzled for a couple of years.
Kyler Murray is like he's on the downfall, right? He's
a little bit. I mean, those injuries are catching up to him, and I think mentally it gets in your head, and you're not going to take the kind of chances you used to take. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The only one that's going to still take chances like that, like a soldier, there's 2 of them in the league. Like when you look at the old guard quarterbacks, and it's Patrick Mahomes and it's Josh Allen. See, you already knew. Those are the 2 that will fucking put it on the line. There's other strong quarterbacks out there, but there's no 2 that are mentally tougher than Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Sure. All right. Are we ready for our real quicks?
Oh, no. I don't think so.
We got
stories that are not real quick. So there is a huge fight, in my opinion, coming up. Joe had mentioned on Facebook, in the past few weeks or whatever that the only fights in boxing that, funny enough, that he will get excited for are Jake Paul fights, right? And this is perfect. Oh, you should have kept it playing. But anyways,
sorry, wait, real
that
quick.
was great.
When
Dude,
I saw,
you killed a moment. You should have let it play.
When I saw Get It On, I thought it was that old guy. You know,
Oh, yeah. Let's get it on.
I was trying to find your fucking intro.
Yeah, so this ain't UFC. We're not talking UFC yet,
Oh, we're
right? No, because this is Jake Paul and this is so we're not talking UFC.
Is that UFC or is that going to be MMA or is it going to be boxing?
It's boxing. It's going to be counted as a professional boxing match. So as we know, right, he was
That
originally
other guy
slated.
chimed in, said it was MMA.
Yeah, so he was originally slated to fight Gervonta Davis, which I thought was a dumb fight to fucking begin with, but I sure the hell wanted to see it, right? That fight fell through. We explained it our last podcast. Then it was rumored that he was going to fight Nate Diaz again, which I don't, and that's the one that Joe posted about. But the truth is I don't think anyone really wanted to see that fucking fight. I honestly, that's a fight I didn't want to see again because I know how it's going to turn out. That's what I chimed in. I was like, I did not want to see that fucking fight again. The first fight wasn't great. I don't want to see the second one, right? But that fight fell through probably for that fucking reason. They probably realized that fight ain't got the juice, right? Now, what I am very intrigued by, and I'm actually very surprised, he is fighting Anthony fucking Joshua, a real bona fide fucking boxer, former champion, arguably top fucking 3 heavyweight in the world right now is Anthony Joshua. So, is it going to be, there's a lot of detractors right now. It's like, oh, it's going to be rigged, this, that, and the other. Hey, maybe it will. But what are you guys' thoughts on Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul?
I don't know who that guy is.
So
kick it over to Joe.
So my whole thing with Jake Paul on any of his fights, the marketing and the buildup is where it's at. Because the actual fights suck. But he's cornered this market where he gets these names that were like once pretty good, or something like that, and he can make it sound interesting, even though in the end it's not. And
everybody likes a freak show.
Yes. And how old is Anthony Joshua?
He's not that old, man. Like, hey, I'm gonna look that up, but go ahead, finish your point.
So if this guy is still in any kind of shape, he's going to destroy Jake Paul.
Oh no, he is. I'm telling you, he is the real fucking deal.
Well,
okay, Anthony Joshua is a real fucking deal.
He was a real.
He's 36 years old.
He's 36 years old, but that's not old for boxers these days because they don't fight like they used to fight back in the days, like the years of Roberto Duran and fucking Spinks and all them. Like,
so okay, he's definitely.
They don't have as many fights. They just don't.
A little bit older. I don't know if Anthony Joshua is still going to be.
But he's the real fucking deal.
But
he's the guy that starched Francis Ngannou. He starched him in the first or second. Yeah, starcher. He's a starcher. Yeah, he did that to him in the first or second round. And I honestly, if it's a straight up fight and there's no funny business, he knocks Jake Paul out easily by the second round. No fucking problem.
What's a starcher?
You never ironed your clothes.
Yeah, I know what starch is.
He made him stiff.
Yeah, okay. So maybe you didn't know. Okay, so when we say a starcher, like when you starch somebody, it's like you hit them, like it's just lights out.
They get stiff.
Yeah, they get stiff and they fall down, basically.
I didn't know that's
starcher.
Okay.
I didn't know either, but I just figured that's what it was.
Yeah. You use your brain. You're smart too, though, buddy.
But the whole point I'm making is like, I can't get excited about any of the other UFC fighters so that I don't know who they are.
Yeah. No, so UFC, right? But we're talking boxing.
Or even in boxing.
Is Iceman still fighting?
Who?
Iceman and Tank Abbott?
Dude, I love that.
Are those guys still fighting?
Iceman,
Chuck
Liddell, no.
Yeah.
Tank Abbott, no. No, fuck no.
Yeah,
But,
man,
those were the days, right? Those were the fucking days. The pioneers of the sport.
But,
other than that, boxing's kind of a fucking mess. There's like maybe 4 or 5 good boxers that are worth watching, but other than that, it's a fucking mess. It is what it is. Yeah. But I am excited to see this. I think they're going to be fighting December 19th on Netflix, so that'll be a pretty big deal. I'll tell you what, if he beats Anthony Joshua, man, unfortunately, y'all going to see Jake Paul will become very commercial in the United States. He will. But I hope that doesn't happen.
I don't know how much
Not
more
ready for
commercial
it.
he can get.
He's already been
More,
in WWE. And
now you're getting confused with his brother that owns Prime.
Yeah, okay. Logan.
So,
I see, there you go. I don't know who the fuck is who.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay. Well, what point does that prove? That you don't know
that I don't
that
know,
you don't know
and,
certain
and
that,
I don't care.
That
and they
Casey
both
Walls,
look alike.
That Casey Walls doesn't know certain things, but our fans do.
Yes, they do.
So there we go.
Okay. What else? You got anything else there, T.I., you want to talk about?
No, I think we kind of covered it. I think everything else could probably be a real quick. I've seen Waltz check his watch over here 3 or 4 times in the last 10 minutes. I think he has somewhere to be.
I literally I don't have any watches.
Well, his the watch on his phone. Excuse me, we call them phone watches.
Oh yeah. That was funny though. That was funny. I like that one.
The old phone watch. The old phone watch down there below.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready. I got to get our real quick music going though, so everyone knows what time it is.
It's that time. Oh, come on, Casey Wolf.
Man, you would think that this board. I didn't change anything on it.
All right, finally made it to the end. What everybody's favorite segment. Real quick. Be sure to chime in with your real quick if you got a real quick. Not a real long, but a real quick.
It can be as long as 1 minute. Just gonna throw that out there. So feel free to
minute.
Feel free to add a couple details, with your real quick. You can type
sounds too
if
long.
you want to type a paragraph in the comments. Hey, we ain't gonna be mad at you.
That's too long. Real quick. So KU football needs one more win to get one of those terrible, terrible bowl games. And we had a chance today.
Nope.
And it did not work out.
Nope.
So we still need one more.
All right. Nope. Real quick, LeBron James is back. The Lakers are looking up so far this season.
Oh, yeah? What's the record?
I think they're like 10-2 or
They're
3 or
something
something.
like that. Okay.
10-4.
I'm not ready.
Real quick. Sporting KC. Sorry, not Sporting KC. The KC Current.
Oh, KC Current.
They made the playoffs, and they were number 1 seed, and they got knocked out in the first round by Gotham, which was the last seed. And I watched the game, and I was wondering where Chewinga was at. Their best player, Mrs. Golden Boot of the Year. She did not play, or else they would have won.
Oh, she was hurt or something?
It was a good game, but it was last seconds goals. So, yeah, we lost it.
Real quick, we are about 17 to 18 games into the NBA season. We don't talk a lot about the NBA on here, but man, this is one hell of a season. If you guys ain't watching the NBA, you're missing some great games in the Western Conference. You got the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Lakers, and the Spurs, all above 700%. And I don't have any real quicks, dude. That's my real quick.
Okay, I like it.
How's Kareem Olajuwon doing?
Man, I tell you what, he is no longer in the league.
Okay, real quick. The WNBA is still in negotiations, but they have raised their minimum salary up to $220 so far. So they still want revenue sharing, is I think what the holdup is, but they're going from $76,000 to $220,000, and they only played 4 months of the year, so that's a pretty good deal they're getting there.
Real quick, that's fucking crazy. They don't deserve. Hey, I can get some haters that they don't deserve $220,000. Fuck that shit. Roll it back to the 77,000, and you earn what you fucking make after that. How about that?
Also, the max is only like 1.4.
I only say that because they're being subsidized. Like, this is fucking terrible. Terrible.
I would say that I'm not a fan of the WNBA, but
I'm actually a fan of the WNBA, but I'm not a fan of bad business.
I'm a fan of
No, I'm laughing because we have someone had a real quick, and it was the WNBA is gay.
All right, who do we have? Who is it? Who's it?
They might.
Can you read the name?
That's Joey Bolt's buddy.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are.
All right,
okay.
Real quick.
Most of them are.
WNBA
There's
Most
gay.
of them are.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Real quick.
Oh,
Former
great.
KU basketball player Jeff Boshi is the head coach now of Missouri Southern State University.
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys don't remember Jeff Boshi, the little bald head, little white dude, he can throw up threes. He can shoot his ass off. That's what we need right now.
I have no more.
Real quick. Congratulations to Keaton Chapman, big size, family size Keaton, winning the what was it called? The what'd you say earlier, Joe?
Oh, they won
conference
their
champion.
Yeah, they're the conference champion.
Their league championship. Good job, Godson, on that.
So real quick, Ken Chapman, if you're still watching, where are they playing? Did they play today? or tomorrow. I heard you
Forgot
might
one.
be somewhere. I don't know.
Real quick, we would like to hear and know what you think. Drop your predictions for this upcoming game against the Colts versus the Chiefs. What do you think that final score will be?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with 27-20, Kansas City Chiefs.
27-20.
27-20.
I'm gonna go 24-21. Chiefs.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Let me do a little higher because I think.
While Waltz is thinking, I know there's a little bit of a delay, chat, but we want your predictions too.
I think we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do 30.
2.
We got the Chiefs winning against 21.
Okay, I like that. Nice,
Yeah,
easy
nice little
game.
spread.
Yeah,
Nice.
like a nice relaxing
Yeah,
game in the fourth
finally,
quarter where
finally a nice
we're up by
relaxing
a couple scores, but they come down and get it to 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Real quick, my boy Diego, we went to Honduras and he had, right, Dieguito? You had your final cheeseburger in Honduras. Cheeseburger? Honduras? Check.
That's
Next
check mark,
country, we'll see.
Real quick, Joey Mullet's friend says that I hope the Chiefs win, but I can see it going either way.
You call him
that's a toss-up.
Joey Mullet's friend.
So, but again, we want to know, what do you think the score will be either way?
All right. Any others?
I think that's a wrap, buddy.
Okay. Well, there it was. Another fine episode.
Fine episode.
If you had Astro Boys, be sure to subscribe if you like this. Be sure to make your comments. We'll chime in every once in a while. And we got, let's see, 24-21, Chiefs win. There you go. Another fine episode of the World Astro Boys. We see you suckers later. Suckers!